Welcome back to another video. Side note, my setup is actually finished. You can see in the background it looks way cleaner now. I got my water. Got some cool stuff going on here. Today's going to be a little bit of a different video. I wanted to just talk to you guys face to face and kind of just rant a little bit. Now, as you guys know, I've shared my distaste for certain things in this community a lot. Recently I've talked about how I'm not a fan of drama, and I truly wish everyone was able to get along, but obviously saying that is being naive. It's not a realistic ask for anyone. The world doesn't work that way. People like negativity because it's entertaining and people are bored. They have nothing better to do, so they spread negativity. I don't feel that way. I don't think that negativity is healthy for anyone. I don't think it makes you a better person. I don't think it does anything for your mental health. I have plans for my life, and those plans include me being a good version of myself, someone that people can look up to. And as long as I'm spreading negativity and hate on the internet, I'm not fulfilling that plan. I'm not getting anywhere in that goal of trying to be like an actual role model someday. So when I look at like 99% of the people on Twitter or YouTube just going around spreading hate and, just trashing other people for existing, doing these negative things, I just think about how like they're gonna look back like 50 years in the future and wonder, what kind of person was I? Like what kind of stories are you gonna tell your kids when they're sitting next to you at the dinner table? Then they ask, "Hey dad, hey mom, what did you used to do when you were younger?" And you go around saying, "Oh yeah, I used to dox people. I used to dox your favorite creator. I used to swat people. Oh, I used to say racist things on the internet." Like it's so stupid. I'm saying a lot of stuff, but I'm not giving context as to what happened. Last week, someone tried to dox me. After that, I was hate rated in my Discord server. After that, another person tried to hate rate me by sending over members from their 2,000 member Discord server that they announced to and told to join my server and start spamming stuff. After that, I was sniped multiple times on stream by bad people. Later on, someone made a fake video of me calling me a pedophile and a racist. I'm gonna play that right now, just so I can clear up the air and make it very clear that all of those allegations are false and absolutely insane.
My name is Speculation Potato, and I hate black people. I cannot stand them. I just despise them. I just can't stand. You know what? I love children.
Oh yeah, also, I forgot to mention, this was the worst of all, because this really bothered me. This really made me question where some people's morals are in this community. One of the people that I thought was my friend, a creator in the community, made a video about me that I didn't want posted on their channel. It wasn't like a negative video inherently, but I didn't want it uploaded, and I kept having to try to justify myself in DMs about why I didn't want it up. At the end of the day, if I don't want a video uploaded with one of my friends, then that should be it. I shouldn't have to justify it for any reason whatsoever, and this creator went and uploaded the video anyways. The point isn't actually what happened in the video, it's more the fact that someone I thought was a friend went behind my back and just uploaded a video with me anyways, regardless of why that made me uncomfortable. It did. I mean, at what point are you just openly choosing views, content, and money over someone that's actually a relationship in this community for you? I mean, it's crazy. In my almost 7 years of doing YouTube, I've never been straight up disrespected in this way. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like a victim and like cry about this situation, be like, "Oh my God, take down the video." Like, no, like you lost a friend and it was a really corny thing to do. Constantly, I feel like I'm surrounded by negativity, and I always try to separate myself from that situation. I always try to separate myself from those conversations because I think that negativity is just, it's bad for your mental health. I mean, you don't have to do it for a good reason. You don't have to spread positivity to be a good person. But at the end of the day, it's still gonna impact you. Even if you're doing it for selfish reasons, even if you're trying to avoid negativity for just yourself because you don't want to deal with it, that's valid enough to not do it. After that, like, two of my friends got into this huge argument on Twitter and YouTube over the pettiest things. And then after that, like, two of my bigger friends, larger creators, also got into a huge argument. Everything got so blown out of proportion that it's just completely insane. Like, it's crazy. And regarding those contexts, the drama that's happened recently in the community, I talked about it on stream a little bit yesterday, and I was thinking of talking about it separately now. But I thought it would be better if I just showed what I said on stream because it covers everything I feel. With that being said, I'm not going to be naming a single person, and I have no intention of gaining any revenue or views off of these people's names because they're my friends, so I'm not going to put any names on it. Whatever I say is up for interpretation. It is a little vague, but the intention is to keep it contained within the people that already know what happened. I'm not going to let these people keep me down. I'm not going to let them win. They want a reaction. I'm going to keep uploading. I'm going to keep doing my thing. I don't want to give these people the power. Anyways, let's get into it. So your tweet, bro. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys for a second, okay? There are so many people, like, making videos on everything that happened. We won, by the way. There's so many. Listen, every single person is jumping on this drama chain and making videos on the situation, alright? And, like, absolutely destroying one of the people involved, okay? All I'm gonna say is that, like, the whole, like, cancel culture outlook on it is so corny, okay? I think it's crazy. Something happened. It was stupid. It happened. The person made a video on it. That should have been the end of it. It should be the end of it, okay? The people just dragging this on, acting like they have this like moral high ground, this moral issue with what happened, when in reality they just want to make money off the situation. Crazy. So many people in the community making videos on the situation. This is like whole moral high ground. Oh my god, how dare this situation happen? Like, the victimization of the whole situation is actually insane to me. And look, almost no one is gonna agree with me. That's fine. Most people don't agree with me, but also, you gotta understand that, like, most people also don't know most people involved personally. Most people don't know these people personally. Everyone isn't just, like, a bad person if they do something that isn't, you know, the greatest thing to do. I'm not gonna say there's no mistakes made and no poor decisions. There definitely were, but at the end of the day, I think that, like, the, like, whole, like, cancel, like, mob mentality, drama, channel thing, like, look, if that's like your thing, right? If you actively cover drama in the community, I get it, right? But if you like upload like a random Bedwars content and you come out of your shell to capitalize on this, yeah, I mean, you're not actually doing it for the right reasons, are you? You're not even like having good intentions. Like, what is the goal? What is your intention with like covering what happened in the first place? Is it to actually spread awareness and like do it because you think it's the right thing to do, or is it just because you know the topic will get you views? Of course, everyone just wants views. It's fine. Like, if you're gonna be honest about it and be like, yeah, I just like want to get views off of this, whatever. The whole like moral high ground thing is crazy. Like, villainizing someone, villainizing like a whole creator for doing something that admittedly wasn't the greatest thing to do, and then like, I don't know, just so stupid. Like, let it go. Like, let it go. This is like a controversial topic. It's not very black and white. It's not like, oh, this person is a terrible person for what they did. It's not like, oh, you did this, you're an objectively bad person. Like, they did not like do something illegal. What happened is more debatable than what people are talking about. Like, what happened is more debatable than what people are letting on. People are in my comments asking me to like cover the situation. What's up, Jax? Damn, they were the 300 bits! People are in my comments asking me to cover the situation. I'm like, I'm not gonna cover it. Like, both of them are my friends. Like, just so stupid. Like, you should do debating. It's like, also, like, all of these people don't know either of these people personally. Like, all of the people making videos on this whole situation don't know them personally. One person in particular is getting way too much hate for this, and I'm not even gonna say the names of the people. We didn't say any names. If you know, you know. And I know, like, in terms of, like, what's happening, my opinion is actually an unpopular one, but I don't think it's up to us to decide who is like just the right and the wrong person here. you know, obviously, like, there's this, like, whole mob mentality on Twitter, but, like, on both sides of it, the people on Twitter are just all super regressive as, like, a population. Like, the entire goal of Twitter is just to, like, have an excuse to spew your insecurities on the internet by insulting other people. Toast Trade, thank you so much for the tier 1. The people on the internet, on Twitter and stuff, they have no good intentions. Thank you so much for subs and everything. They have no good intentions on Twitter. Like, all they want to do is have an excuse to destroy someone. Twitter is the place you go if you just want to find any reason to absolutely destroy someone's entire mental health. If you have nothing better to do, you go on Twitter and you start hating on someone because of something that happened. It's also like Twitter speaks for people. Creators get associated with their communities, which to an extent I agree with. I think it matters who your community is, who are you appealing to as a creator. But also to an extent, I think Twitter also extremizes that, and like people like think that you have to like attack someone just because they don't like that person. If a creator doesn't agree with someone, their entire fan base goes and attacks them. But the person, Andrew, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Oh my god, you guys are awesome, yo. The idea of ruining someone's career and trying to ruin someone's life over disagreeing with their opinion is so corny. Can we talk about how good Specular Potato is playing when he's sweating normally? I think I'll end this conversation by saying, guys, listen, okay. I know it seems very one-sided, what's going on right now, at least on YouTube. I know everyone's making videos on it. Okay, I know everyone's like, oh my god, this huge creator is a terrible person, defaming this small innocent YouTuber. Both of them are my friends. And what I will say is that the conversation should have ended with the two of them. Both of the creators are valid and feeling how they wanted to. Past that, the people making videos on it and acting like it's, oh my god, it's like you did the wrong thing. They just want a bag. Like, they see an opportunity because a big name is involved and they're like, oh my god, let me jump on this and absolutely defame this person. The world isn't as one-dimensional as people think it is. I think people forget that. The world is not a one-dimensional place. There's good people that make mistakes. It happens. I'm not gonna say that's justification, but it happens. So just keep an open eye. Obviously, you're always allowed to have an opinion, and that's the whole point, right? Like, you should have your own opinion. It's important to have your own opinion, but it's also really, really, and just as important, if not more important, to be open to the other opinion, to be open to both sides of the conversation. Because how do you grow as a person? You're never gonna grow if you're closed-minded and you're very comfortable in your own perspective, so you're not willing to look at the other side of the story. That's how you don't grow. You stay in your little bubble, and a sense of confirmation bias will always be with you. You're never going to like be the best version of yourself if you're always trying to just conform to like what everybody believes. Anyways, yeah, so yeah, just, you know, whenever something happens, you're always allowed to have your opinion, but also be open to the other side of it. I was gonna mention names, but it's not a good idea. Anyone that knows what's going on knows what I'm talking about. Bro thinks he's in a motivational edit. If you're not sure, you're not sure, that's fine. I mean, I'm not, and I'm very specifically not going to mention names because it's like, that's the whole point. I don't want to mention names. I don't think it even matters. I don't, like, this could apply to any situation. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they're both good people. They're both good people, so we don't need to treat someone like they're a terrible person. As long as you always go with what just other people are saying, you will never create a voice for yourself. You will never create your own opinions. Your opinions are not your own if you only get them from other people. It just creates this entire mob mentality where like you're just going with other people think. Like, you deserve better for yourself. You deserve to have your own opinions so that you can actually have an unbiased perspective, which then obviously becomes a biased perspective based on what you believe. What's important to remember is people make mistakes. People are human. Andrew, congrats on the 1K bit badge. So when people are human and make mistakes, instead of trying to ruin their careers and associating their entire livelihood with that one mistake, let them grow as a person and move on. You're so stacked for literally no reason. Dude, when I go on these rants, I just subconsciously start playing. I just start playing subconsciously and stop like focusing on the gameplay itself. Autopilot, literally. You guys know my thoughts now. I am going to be as unbiased as possible, especially when two of my friends are arguing. There's another situation that happened recently, which I can talk about more widely. Two of my friends got into this like huge argument. It was super public drama for some reason. They made like twit-longers on each other and like videos just defaming each other and going after each other's personalities. And it's the pettiest thing I've ever seen. Annoying. And it's like, dude, just stop. Like, why? Like, it's so unnecessary. You're in the lecturing mode. I'm just gonna say this to small creators trying to grow right now. No one cares about your drama. No one cares unless the person did something actually controversial. Okay? If both parties are scrolling through the DMs, screen sharing everything, both parties, you have not exposed that person. You are just spreading your drama. No one cares about your 17 years of personal DMs. I don't want to see it. Stop arguing and putting it on my timeline. like what the heck, dude? Bro, this guy and his friend like had a difference of opinion on like a plugin for a server. They had a difference of opinion on a plugin. One of them interpreted it as scamming, and the other interpreted it as being fair on his own side. And then they like got into this whole thing, bro. Don't even get me started, bro. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. And neither of them are right, bro. Neither of them are right. Yeah, obviously if you're being racist or homophobic, that's much more black and white. Like, that's a valid reason to make a video on someone or expose someone if they're being racist or openly like doing something that's not socially acceptable. Yes, that's different. But if you're doing something that the other person doesn't like and isn't something that is actually worth making a video on, then don't make a video on it. You don't need more gaps? Guys, I have to get 64 now. Have you tried talking to them? Here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. I've been a part of this community for 7 years. So every single time some sort of drama happens, I get pulled into it. I know like almost all of the creators in this community, at least all the smaller ones. I know a lot of the bigger ones as well. I'm always getting pulled into this community and all this drama. And I have to sit here and watch my friends argue while all I want to do is like find a solution. And like, I don't mind doing that. I'm a communications major. I don't mind like mediating the conversation. I'm always down to resolve things. But it's like the people on Twitter and like the mob mentality, which like makes me really mad. It makes me so mad. It's like, oh my god, let the creators speak for themselves. I'm a communications. Yo, Icky, I'm talking about drama in this community, bro. Icky, I pulled my first all-nighter, bro. not today. Yesterday. I had to fix my sleep schedule because I just wanted to get it off my bucket list. I had to pull an all-nighter in college.